Prometheus in 3D, a 2012 release, a 2-hour film. You will get the black bars at the top and the bottom. This is produced and directed by Ridley Scott, starring Idris Elba, Charlene Terzon, and you have Naomi Pace, Michael Fassbender, and if I pronounce those names wrong, please forgive me. I want to talk about Prometheus. I know there's a connection here with the Alien films and trilogies and so forth. I know there's a movie that came after this. I'm going to let the fanboys handle that. I'm going to ask for your comments at the end, but I mainly want to talk about this movie, Prometheus. There's going to be some spoilers here, so if you want a spoiler-free review, go ahead and go elsewhere. I'm sorry about that. I got it playing on the theater back there. If you got any questions about my theater, drop me a line. Prometheus is a starship heading out across the galaxy to find the origin of man. There was some cave art, some cave drawings that people had discovered, and in every one of these cave drawings from all around the world there was a star chart. And so they figured out where this star and this planet was around this star with a good atmosphere, and they headed out. It's about the year 2090. Some rich man who's dying financed this. He wants to get the origins of life and maybe save his life. Charlene Terzon's in here. Oh man, she plays a great part. And then the Naomi girl that plays Dr. Shaw, she plays a fantastic part. And you've got this robot in there played by what's his name, Michael Fassbender. Oh my gosh, he really steals the show. So this is what do you expect this to be? This is a science fiction horror movie. You got your share of scantily dressed ladies covered in blood and goo. So you want to call it a space thriller, erotic space thriller, you call it whatever you want. But they got some, I'll tell you, got some nail-biting moments in here. Gripping my seat. Spaceship takes off, heads across the galaxy, gets to the planet where it's going to go. Of course, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And a lot does go wrong. And there's a lot of twists to the plot in here. That's a lot of twists. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to talk too much about it. I will say this about it. There's some scenes that you can almost expect something's going to go wrong, and it does. The movie does leave off at the end where you could have a sequel. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there's a scene at the very end. Don't turn it off. And I'm going to let the fanboys talk about that. Let me talk a little bit about the music score. The music score is great. The music score is fantastic. Keeps you really locked in. It's not annoying. It's not overplayed. It's very good music score here. Talk a little bit now about the 3D. 3D is very good. I'm going to say 80% of this 3D is very good. There's a lot of pop-outs. There's a lot of dust in the room. The colors are vibrant. There's a lot of depth. In the opening scenes, there's a lot of depth. In the space scenes, there's a lot of depth on the planet. There's, some suspenseful scenes. And then there are some scenes that are flat, where I would have expected to find some really good 3D. Especially a lot of the interior of the ship, surprisingly to me, was kind of flat. And then all of a sudden it just switches up, and the 3D is phenomenal. So it's really a hit and miss on the 3D for sure. Overall, this was a great nail-biter, very entertaining, start to finish, especially if you're a space travel nut, alien nut. Idris Elba played a great part. All the guys played a great part. The gals played a great part. You're really going to enjoy this. I picked this up. This is a 4-disc collector's edition. I picked this up for $8 or $12. I can't remember, on eBay. Kind of rare now. They don't make collector's edition like this where you get all 4 discs because you don't even need them anymore. So anyway, you can pick this up fairly cheap. That's my point. Okay, so I am going to give Prometheus 4.75 out of 5 stars for horror sci-fi, and I'm going to give it 4.0 out of 5 stars for the 3D. All right, so what did you think? Did you see it? Did you see it in 3D? Did you see it in 2D? You fan guys, get on there and leave some comments about the scenes at the end and how it ties in. I know a movie had followed this. I don't think it answered all the questions that this and this didn't answer a lot of questions either. But let's talk about that a little bit. Leave some comments below. Let me know about that. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's good to be back. I'll probably be doing, I think it's Salazar's Revenge. I want to be doing that one next, okay? So have a good night, and as always, God bless.